Okay, here we go. New mini album, as called by Alix Perez himself. It is an Alix Perez project. That is what we're going to be covering right now. But he made quite a definitive thing of being like, yep, I want to go down this more 135 to 140 route, like a fair bit more now. It's been teased. It's been kind of highly anticipated for a fair few months now, since towards the tail end of last year, out on his very own 1985 records, 1985 music label. He is the head honcho there. And yeah, 8 cuts here, just under 38 minutes, should I say. And without any further ado, I think we should just get going. Super excited for this. He almost always comes through with some of the meanest music of any given year in bass music, so this should be good. Cape Renga is track number 1. Jack says right off the bat, did anyone tell him that he spelt his name wrong? That's the kind of quality of Jack input we're going to get today again, for a change. No, I love it. AAKU. RQ23 says excited for this one. I'm just imagining a super atmospheric, well-built dubstep collection of music, loads of atmosphere, like I just said. Deep, menacing beats. Let's get it. Outer Orbit says just got ding dong ditched. That's just nice. That just sounds so nice on the ear. Jack says we bonging. Outer Orbit says jungly beats always on top. I mean, it's just that tribal flavour, When you have production quality like this, even the most simple, stripped back, like chilled ideas can still, leave a big mark. Lovely vocal to go with it. We are plapping bongos with this, as Yisu Castles. Oh yeah, big up Mr. Big. Big's in the chat. Big's in the chat. Minka says that this is a vibe. Can't disagree. The percussion's just... I'm assuming this album is not for the TikTok brain, right? Says Blaster Benfica FM. I think you'd be right with that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous track. Outer Orbit saying this would be a rewind for him. I'm not sure it quite has that, like, knock me off my seat kind of impact, but it is gorgeous. It is very nicely sitting on the ear there. Very nice, continuous stream of consciousness kind of, you know, you could just have this on and it just sounds like, not calling it background music, but it can just kind of sit, you know, it can sit there, you know, without having too many like moments where it's just shouting out at you, like trying to throw itself at you. It can just hum, you know, at the bass and just provide like a nice bit of warmth to go about whatever you're doing. And a really nice kind of pulse to it emerging here as we have the outro. What kind of effect would you say is that at the end from Juan that he was using? I don't know what you would call it, if it's a particular effect. But maybe there are some people in the comments of the video when it goes up who will know. That was a lovely, gorgeous, sumptuous opener. Cape Renga. We're going to move on to track number 2, Mother Cell. Now, obviously that could be a bit of a tone setter for the album in how chilled it was. Are we going to get some more forthright Nina stuff here? This sounds like it could have a bit of menace lying beneath from the very off, so... Niall Band says this one is nuts. It's a jumpy one. That's getting rewound. That's getting rewound. Not even a question. Like carrying that bounce on from the introduction, but then just having that little bit of a bite to it, you know. And it wasn't overwhelming with it. It's never going to be overwhelming with it when it's Alix Perez, you know. Someone was just saying, you know, if you're new to Alix Perez and you're in the chat, just expect amazing production. That's basically what it is. You can do a lot with not very much because of the production being that good. Rewind on that. Let's have that build one more time and the drop to go with it. Outer Orbit says, I'm new to Alix Perez and I'm jumping in my seat. There you go. That's the effect of Alix Perez, people. Bigs in the chat yet again, please. kick could kill an 85-year-old pensioner, says Jack. Standard. I do wish that the first sound with each new bar was like a little bit higher. I feel like there's another kind of octave to go up with it. Like each time it comes in, just... We're going down the... Going down the darker route with the track. It's hovering. It's hovering and skipping along. Aku23, I think Jack might be joking by saying, has Alix Perez and EPROM happened yet? Oh, you weren't joking. You weren't joking. Okay. I thought you were taking the piss, Jack. Maro says the sub is sick. Facts. There's little shimmering bits. There ya. Oh, just teasing that. Teasing it coming back in. Jack, you played yourself big time with that. Do you reckon, guys, Alix Perez and EPROM have ever worked together? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. You don't think they've ever met? Okay, yeah, fair. No, that is fair. Like, why would their paths cross, to be fair? Like, I don't... Okay, so that has like a similarly kind of laid-back vibe, but it's still, compared with the first track, it's got that bit more attitude about it. Pushing it along. It's true. As Outer Orbit says, I don't know if Alix Perez and EPROM styles would work together in 100 years, to be fair, so why bother? So that's Mother Cell, very much building on the haunting atmosphere, typically haunting atmosphere of the project so far. That bit more of a hop and a skip, putting a bit more personality in there perhaps. Bringing it to the listener. And now we have a Jescott collaboration. Watch this, track number 3. Maro says, I'm liking the outro washouts. Yeah, I mean, that's a very Alix Perez thing. A little technique, a little tactic. Francesco. Oh, is it a little garagey banger?
What is...
What's mean? Twips, yes, the single reactions will be going up on YouTube, my friend. Oh, it's naughty. It's naughty. Oh, this is definitely late night album. Jack says, is this more of an early morning album or a late night album? It's got to be late night. This is so grisly. It's so simple, but it sounds like so much is going on still. Hey! See it? Francesco. Banger, banger, banger. Not like the most out there idea, but mate, the way it's made. You can't deny it. You can't push it away. It's creeping up on you. Maro says train journey album. Okay, interesting. Why is that? Why is it a train journey album? Oh, it's naughty and it's nifty. Adam, that is a very niche shout. I don't know. XXYYXX female vocal sample in this track. That's a mad tie-up, if so. Drums so tactile. Interesting, yeah, says Juan. Feel like they're touching you. Oh, gosh. It's very close to a rewind. It's not far off a rewind at all. I mean, that's a classic sample, that one. That's a classic. That's been used in loads of tracks, if you meant that one. So you feel like this is the last Thameslink train? Yeah, maybe, like super dark, like, you know, haunting vibes again, like, oh shit, I'm on the last train. That vocal sample, is that the one you meant, Adam? That one's a classic. That is a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. Marrow, favourite so far, I think. I think overall, I think the first drop of the second track, Mother Cell, is my favourite drop so far, but overall cut, that's a deadly combination. Yeah, Flames. Skunk Works with SPMC, okay. Fourth cut out of 8. This track is exactly the same length as the preceding cut. Juan says Mr. Bill and Alix Perez as a collab. I think Mr. Bill's style, there's a certain like animation and colour and fruitiness to it that might not quite align with what Alix Perez is trying to do, but maybe that's where you try and find a midway point, right? Skunk Works. Keeping it skunky. Live with the Alix Perez. Keeping it naughty, keeping it fresh. Skunk Works. Oh yeah, Alix Perez and Combine would be nasty. Isu Castle's coming through that. I mean, Combine again is that thing of like with the styles quite align. Would they quite align? But thinking about it, you know, does turn me on a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Naughty Radio. Now you know what? I'm not against that. I'm not against that as an idea, and I might, you know, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Jay loves Gojo. Welcome to the chat. What did I just join into? We're hearing some dubstep, my friend. We're hearing some dubstep. Do you like dubstep? Oh, you do? Yeah, of course you do. You know who I am. Well, you know, the thought of an Alix Perez and Combine collaboration is what's getting me going, quite frankly. Playlists are coming back very soon, by the way. Doing a lot with not that much. Yeah, that Jack says this percussion is making me feel things. I mean, you know, talking about being turned on, like hearing percussion like that, it does just get me going. And I think it's the same for many other people. Mate, honestly, when the production quality is at this level, I just sit back and I'm just like, just let it sit, you know, let it provide like a fuzzy warmth for your brain and let it, you know. It's pretty instant dopamine, not gonna lie. I can see the desk tipping back. Pear Bear, what do you mean by that? Which desks? The desks that I've got here? Right, yes, yeah. That was, yeah, God, I'm so slow. I am so slow. Almost as slow as Jack. Skunk works, keep it skunky. That was another lovely, mean, naughty beat. Just didn't do too much. Kept it, you know. I mean, so far we're only talking about little things here and there. I'm like, I might have upped the volume on that. Or I might have gone up an octave with this little thing here and there. But it's pretty like, well, pretty. It's very, very well rounded off music, you know. Unsurprisingly. If you know what you're getting into when you hear this, you're going to love it. Enter is track number 5. Basically, Jack, I was just saying that I wasn't as slow as you when it came to connecting the dots about Alix Perez and EPROM. Oh, that oh yeah. Hey, come on. It's that little shimmering, ticking it along. Jack says, yeah, the triple kicks are so my shit. The trance gates. The trance gates. What are those? Yisu castles. Is that like that's a fancy name for something a little bit more simple, isn't it? This is something quite well known that I just have not heard of. Trance gates. I mean, of the main tracks that we get here, this is by half a minute the shortest, so that's not a small amount. Getting to the point that little bit quicker, just a little bit more direct. It's a plug-in effect that chops the sound automatically, okay. Yeah, I mean, of course. I imagine that is very much the case. Grapes. Grapes. Outer orbit. I like my grapes how I like my snares, you know? Snappy. Not soft. Yep. Few singles after this. There are a couple big ones that cannot be ignored. I mean, yeah, again, for me it's a thing of if you know what you're getting into when you hear this collection of music, you're going to enjoy it a lot. Another big name collaboration for track number 6, Evil Twin, with Hijinks. Hijinks, you know? Huge. Huge, huge, huge. When we get to the time of doing the singles, you can shout it out. However, I'm not going to be doing that many because we're already doing a couple and they're going to be videos in and of themselves. I mean, they're all great by virtue of the production being that good. I've heard the Temanite and No K track. I reacted to it. It's up on the Patreon. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Reverb on that. Little intricate flickerer, says Jack. Yeah, pretty much. Really? Ooh, yeah. Top jar. Top jar. Yep, we will be checking the Barely Alive and Zomboy collaboration after this. I don't know if I mean, initially with each drop, you're like, okay, but they're both picking up. They're both picking up. Oi. This reminds me a little bit of Shades, yeah. I wonder why. Yeah. The kick is fat. Okay, yeah, I think that might be another one of my picks. Initially, I was like, okay, this is just building on the atmosphere that's been established already and not maybe adding that much new for this point in the album. But did pick up with that little intricate, tricksy bit in the B section of the first drop, and then second one was just that bit more, direct. If Alix ever drops a song with a weak kick, someone needs to do a wellness check on him, says Jack. Yep. Rush Them is the penultimate track, number 7. Yeah, so Alix Perez has called it a mini album. Because it's kind of like an EP, obviously, but it's 8 tracks and it's well over 35... Not well over, but it's well over half an hour. So a mini album, I think, makes sense. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, this is lining up to be a bit of a slapper. Okay. You think this sounds like a peekaboo idea? I don't know about that. The snare is very avant-garde, says Outer Orbit. It's interesting. It's definitely the most surprising drop of the album so far, in my opinion. And that does not mean bad, it just means that I'm still taken aback by it and processing it. But it's good to have something like a different kind of dubstep approach, Because I thought that was just going to go full pelt into like Visage kind of pinpointed, heavy, like really with a bit of pace to it dubstep, But it's taken a bit more of a step back approach. Boom, boom.
Watch out, we are not far away from the 1-for-1. Believe you me, that's going to be very
It's like the snare is being transmitted through a spirit box. Says Outer Orbit. still got just under 2 minutes to go, so... Fuck off.
Watch out, we are not far away from the 1-for-1.
I do like his long form approach to making dubstep tracks. You don't hear too much of this kind of length at the moment. Even for this kind of dubstep, you don't hear too much of, like, you know, far beyond 5 minutes. Especially from like a bigger name. You don't hear that much of it. So it's good to hear it, you know, still have a place. Chugging along this one. There's a little part of me that wanted a bit more kind of melodic flavour with that sub, you know. Ding 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 ding. Like, just, you know, lure me in a little bit more. Give me that sense of story, you know, the musicality. Just bring it in with that melodic slant just a little bit more, just to engage me that little bit more, because it got a little bit like one note with that do-do-doom-doom-doom-doom. But still good. And this, I imagine, will act as a little bit of an outro at 2.5 minutes. Cal L with Trim.
Wait. 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 Dresses. Wait. Look, it's trim, true. I swing with the moods, my trim lit goons. Man, no main thing, I'll dip the spits and booms. Come to the set with him and you. Him and yous, them, him and you. Men missing goofs. E14, it's not when if or who, it's him, them and goons. Sith Lord and troops like fuck these elephants. Mammoth in the room, still carrying a nuke. You'll vanish into fumes like Amy in the zoo. It's the savage in the booth. If I hadn't been the truth, you might have been safe, but it's happening to you. The baddies on the loose, they haven't got the juice. The Mavericks on the tune, they can't draw.
Oi!
The on the roof, you haven't seen the view. Don't need a strap, I'll carry one for you. Just mentioning my name's a win-win for you till I spit rounds and proof from rings around your cruise.
Oi!
And whoops, it's planting this in found in tubes, something loud and move. Can't know when it's safe and this thing's out on you. Better reroute and move or get down and shh. E14, don't speak out of tune. Sticks loud and
Spudsy says I like.
Crowns and tunes, bits clout. You'll get laid out on scoop, don't dress down on root. These let down on news, man. Thought I had one, but I've been counting two. This licks out of the blue, so when this thing goes off, it's flesh round the room.
Oi, come on.
Wait.
Way.
Wait.
Way.
Dresses. Alix. Wait. So what haven't we learned other than me being the only MC that can dabble in words? Screaming E14, this, that and the third. It's TR, I'm still putting this spanner to work. And when us mortals come back, they're just rapping with words. I never thought I'd come back, but I'm trapping a nerve. It's trim, I didn't cut it at first. But now it's all equal rights when I'm plucking your bird. I'm in the likes, but I wasn't tapping it first. I got a life, but
Plucking your bird, come on.
Come around acting a worm. So I'm trying to play steak and cry when it don't all add up. And the hate doesn't happen to work. Curses. Wait. Wait.
Yeah, the chemistry is mad here.
Wait. Curses.
But a little bit interesting to have this as the final track. Such a short tune at the very end. I would have thought maybe a bit more of like an encompassing longer track might have rounded it off a bit better, maybe. This feels like either a track 2 just to get the energy going and ticking over at the beginning in an effective way, or it could have been like a midway point to kind of act as like an interlude for the project at large, if you will, but still a top track, and nice to actually finish off with it there. But yeah, overall, we're looking at a pretty solid, you know, collection of music here again from Alix Perez. I mean, yeah, there are little things that I would tweak here and there, you know, in certain certain, lead lines maybe are coming in or the motifs are coming in each time. There were a couple of things like that where I was like, okay, that could be, a little bit higher in the mix. Maybe, I don't know, that might be me misremembering something, only having heard it once here, of course. But yeah, I do remember there being a couple of moments where I was like, just put that up like an octave, or just, have that be a little bit more present so we can, feel it within the track overall just that little bit more. But then at the same time, there was quite a good level of experimentation with those motifs over given tracks, if you know what I mean, over individual cuts. Production value was mad. I think some people would maybe want, again, just that little bit more musicality factor just to engage us that little bit more and create that sense of story a little bit more. Really bring you on a ride, as opposed to it being or feeling more just like a collection of tracks, more like a compilation vibe, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, production value incredible, some good collaborations here. I think the Chesco track is my favourite of the 8 all in all. Pretty to the point, does what it says on the tin, and I can see myself getting a fair bit of enjoyment from this as the year goes on and I go back to it more. But yeah, guys, there we go. Going to leave it there for my coverage of this new mini album. His words from Alix Perez on his very own 1985 music label, Sabotage. There we go.